So thinking about quitting a job to pursue your dream, but feeling the fear of taking the leap of faith, fear of the future, fear of zero income, fear of failure, or even fear of your loved one abandoning you. Well, you are not alone. If you have watched my previous video, you know that I've recently went through the same situation as you, quitting my job of 18 years. It was the biggest decision of my life, and here is how I prepared for it. Hey, what's up wonderful people? My name is Jean Lu and welcome to my channel once again, where we make a difference in life. So here's a little recap. I just recently quit my job of 18 years, and it wasn't just an ordinary job. I have so much attachment to the work and the people that I've worked with. It was literally my life for the past 2 decades. I've watched the company grow from a fewer than 20 people to over 500 people, and I put in so much effort and gave it my all to help the company grow, going through all the thick and thins. And for myself, I've built an amazing team and earned the reputation and respect within the company. So quitting and letting go of all the effort and time that I've spent and starting afresh was the biggest and hardest decision that I ever had to make in my life so far. But I knew what I had to do. I knew I was meant for something bigger, something that would leave a legacy of my own. And as I grew older with more experience, I started to view life differently. The work and career that I was once proud of, it didn't seem to fulfill me anymore. So after a long, serious and deep consideration, I finally decided to resign. Now this video is not intended to persuade or influence anyone to quit their job. My intention is to share my experience to anyone who's watching who might be in the same situation as me, thinking of looking for a change in a career or to achieve something greater. Now everyone's situation is different. There's a lot of thought, consideration and planning involved before handing in your resignation and calling it quits. So don't just go YOLO into boss and manager's room and slap them with your resignation letter. And here's what I did to prepare for my resignation, and I hope you can get some idea from it. So step 1, be clear about your motives. Before deciding on anything, you need to be very clear about your motive and reason for quitting. Is it because you hate your job? Or you hate the workplace that is toxic? Or you have outgrown your career and looking for more challenges and opportunities? Or perhaps you want to start your own business? And be very clear about what you want. If the reason is merely because you're feeling lazy or you're just starting out your career and already feeling burnout after only 1 to 2 years of work and you have no idea what you really want or no plans, then the job isn't the issue. The issue is you. You need to change yourself, improve your mindset, and grow before even thinking about quitting. Now for me, it was about starting my own business, building my own legacy instead of someone else's. So my preparation was biased towards this specific reason, where I was risking a steady income for zero income, betting on myself and the success of my new ventures. However, if your plan is to switch job or careers, well, these steps might benefit you as well. So step 2, define your goals and vision. Now once you have figured out your reason for quitting, start by writing down your goals and vision. What is it that you're really passionate about? Where do you want to be 10 years from now? Now be honest with yourself and make sure your passion is something that is valuable to the society and can be turned into a business that generates income in the future. Now I understand passion can sometimes only take us so far, especially when it becomes a job or when you monetize it. Because at that point, it's no longer about you, it's about your customer and your audience as well. So starting with something that you're passionate about will help you stay in the game longer, especially during the tough times. Now you might be thinking, I have so many passions and hobbies, or I don't even know what I'm actually passionate about. How do you decide? Now here's one way to think about it. Now imagine you won the lottery today. You have tens of millions of dollars and you do not have to work another day in your life. Well, that's the dream, but what is the one thing that you would do religiously, day in, day out, even if you weren't getting paid for it? Now be honest and realistic. Don't say something like, I love sleeping, I love shopping. While those can be turned into a business technically, but they are not the most practical options. For example, I've always been a creative person and I'm passionate about creating videos. So making videos about life, travel, advices is something that I'll do in my free time even if I'm financially free. I might also start a small business selling products which I'm passionate about and building a brand around it. So once I wrote down these points, I became very clear about my goals and started working towards them, and here I am. But keep in mind, this can be a very long thought process because we change over time and so does our priorities and interests. Don't force yourself to think of something today and stick with it. It actually took me 2 to 3 years to get to this point and realize what I truly want. It's like a light bulb moment. So be very clear about your goals and vision. That clarity will give you direction, and direction is what you need in life to move forward. Now, third step, create a plan and a timeline. Now, once I clearly understood my goals and vision, I created a realistic plan and timeline. A plan helps you stay focused and prevents external distraction from swaying you off course. And then start and stick to your plan. No matter how long it takes, whether that is 1, 2, 3, or even 5 years, you need to be patient. And a typical plan might include learning all the necessary skills that you need. For example, if your goal is to become a YouTuber, start learning about cameras, lighting, shot composition, how to present and speak to a camera, capturing better audios, editing videos, or even accumulating the gears and equipment that you need now to create a high quality videos. Now, if you're starting a business like selling products or providing services, learn how to set up e-commerce platform, product development, marketing, branding, creating pitches, understanding business terms, financial planning, profit and loss, and accounting. Anything at all to do with businesses, you need to learn it. And this allows you to gain experience through trial and error. Now, I know there's a lot of advice out there about grinding until your side hustle generates more income than your actual job. While that's possible, it's easier said than done. You see, it's not easy to focus on so many things and be successful at everything at once. We only have so much attention we can give in a day. So building something successful requires full focus. So you don't need to stress yourself about making your side hustle while you're successful while working on the main job. Focus instead on producing decent results and gaining the experience that will eventually gives you the confidence and faith to go all in. And that's exactly what I've been doing for many years. Working on a side hustle, learning new skills, sharpening my tools, gaining the experience that I need to prepare for this moment. It was exhausting, but looking back, it was worth it. So in summary, start something, keep learning, and don't wait. Now the fourth step, understanding your financial situation. And this is one of the most important steps, because at the end of the day, cash is king. We need to pay bills, support ourselves, and possibly our families. So it's crucial to take a deep dive into your saving, monthly expenses, or any investment that you might have. Now, you want to build as much of a financial runway as possible, at least 6 to 12 months of savings, the longer the better, because the last thing that you want is to stress about running out of money, having daily anxieties about how to make ends meet. And that kind of pressure isn't healthy, and it can distract you from focusing on your goals. So you need to remove as much unnecessary stress as possible. So focus on doing everything you can to save money. Cut out unnecessary expenses, skip the daily Starbucks and make your own coffee, eat out less often, cancel subscription that you truly don't need, and be frugal. And these small changes can speed up the time it takes to reach the financial goals. Now, even if it takes years to build this reserve, don't jump the gun. Just start now. Now, another way to accelerate your financial runway is to learn how to invest your money. Now, if you've already been financially savvy and have years of investing experience, congratulations, you are already ahead in life. Now, personally, I won't say that I'm extremely successful financially, nor am I anywhere near I want to be. My original plan was to work a few more years, give it my all, achieve everything that I wanted in my role, and quit at the peak of my career. And with my skills and knowledge in investing, I was pretty confident I can reach my financial goals and finally able to pursue my passion with minimal risk. However, circumstances changed, and I found myself in a position where I had to make an important decision and push my plan forward prematurely. But fortunately, around 10 years ago, I started learning about how money worked and how to invest. And with years of experience in investing, countless lessons, and some costly mistake, I accumulated a decent amount of assets and profits. And that gave me the confidence to take the bet on myself and live without any income for at least 5 to 7 years, I hope. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have significant amount of monthly commitments, bills to pay like everyone else, parents to take care of, and even unexpected loans and debts to clear. And despite my best effort to plan my financial wisely, life has its way of throwing curveballs at me. But because I started learning about investing years ago, I can enjoy the fruits of my labor now and be in a better position than most. Now, I won't get into how to invest your money in this video, that is a topic for another time, but you get the idea. So start building your financial runway today. So the fifth and final step, quiet quitting and focusing on yourself. Now once everything is in place, the final step before handing in your resignation letter is what I call quiet quitting for the last few months in your job. This is the point where you're fully committed to resigning. And now is the time to focus on yourself rather than your job. Because by this time, you should already have a solid plan of what you want to do. Now, if you have started working towards it months earlier, now is the time to double down. Now, let me be clear, I'm not telling you to abandon your work or burn bridges with your colleagues or employers. Always remain on good terms and be respectful. However, this is the time to only deliver the bare minimum of what's expected at work. You don't need to work as hard as you used to because climbing the career ladder is no longer your priority. Now, you still need to be effective and efficient at work, but don't go above and beyond. Instead, invest those extra hours and effort into your personal goals and aspirations. And use these last few months to step on the gas and get ahead on your next chapter in life. So when you're ready, submit your resignation letter gracefully and prepare for your new life. So, how do I feel now that I've quit my job? Honestly, I haven't felt this happy and alive in a long time. I finally found my purpose and motivation to get out of bed every morning. Now that's it, don't expect life to be all rainbows and sunshine after quitting. It's hard, and I'm working harder than ever, working late into the night even. The thought of not having a stable income, with expenses eating into my saving every month, it scares the living hell out of me sometimes. But more importantly, I'm happier than ever. I finally found my true self once again, which I've lost for a long time. And in the worst case scenario, if I don't succeed, run out of cash, and have to go back to a job, I can at least say that I've tried my best and live without regrets. Now this video, once again, is not meant to persuade or influence you to quit your job. There's absolutely nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 if you're happy and content with where you are. Everyone has different views and priorities. So don't just quit the job because someone else is influencing you or telling you what to do. Only you know what you truly want. But more importantly, don't be afraid to make changes in life. And that's how I prepared to quit my job and start living life on my own terms. Now congrats for making through such a long video. I hope you found value in it. If you want to know more about why I quit my job, click on the link here to watch my previous video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Till next time, let's make a difference in life. Cheers.